Definitely not the face of a criminal. Definitely not the face of an evil man. An eldritch horror, even, as we joked about earlier when Fedora was playing some World of Horror. Yeah, Ozzy is an eldritch god. So what do we do? Oh, that's where we're going on a date with Sam. I'm just looking up in chat and realized looks like I missed excuse me. Sorry, I had to cough. Looks like I missed a lizard clip. Avoid the eels.
I'm trying to escape this place.
Oh god, this place, yeah. I try to avoid this place because of the performance drops. I don't know why Sam hates it so much. Actually, we do know why Sam hates it so much. Let's actually go ahead and turn on frame generation just for this planet. So we got new settings here I forgot about. You can actually control the anisotropic filtering. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce. I can't pronounce anything right, apparently. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce that word. And all layers use anisotropic. I guess we use that. There's something else I saw in the patch notes. What was it? Maybe that was it. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, it's a little better. It works better when you're getting at least 60 FPS. And then it can go up to like over 120. Honestly, it's making it feel worse. I'm turning it back off. I don't know if we have anything to sell, actually. I've just been not looting anything except for stuff we're actually using.
A lot of real grade A stuff's been taken out.
Oh my gosh, 15 FPS in this place. I feel like I was getting better performance here on my Steam Deck somehow, but I also have much higher settings on the computer. Let's go ahead and just see if that makes any kind of difference. Ugh, did it turn motion blur back on? Come on. Todd. Where is it? Here it is. Stream what? The Steam Deck. Did I say Stream Deck? We were talking about it on Fedora's stream earlier about how easy it is to mix up those two words. Okay, yeah, we don't want render resolution any lower than like 69. Okay, that's a bit better. We're at least getting over 30. Ugh, it looks like trash though. Let's just get what we're here to do and get off this planet. What am I? Oh, that's right, we're going on a date with Sam. I don't want it to look like trash. Sorry, this is not very good content. The Steam D? Oh, did I say... Did it sound like I said something other than deck? You're being silly. How dare you be silly? Yeah. I think, this is... Oh. Push blower is back on. I'm gonna turn that back off. Where is it? Whoops. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Hey, thanks for coming here with me. You know, I used to truly hate this place. When I was a kid, I'd throw stones at that statue. Just beamed him over and over. Almost got arrested for it once.
Solomon looks like he can take it.
I can personally attest that the sculptor didn't skimp on the materials.
Spared no expense.
But, I don't know. Maybe it's just the post-mission glow. I miss the old guy. Maybe even Aquila City. A little. With all that's gone on, with what we've been through, I finally feel at peace. Lillian and I were never meant for each other. But it's good to have her back as a mother to Cora. It's great, even.
How'd Cora take the news?
She was over the moon. Which is good. And for now. But I know Lillian. There will be days when she flakes. Big time. Either way, Cora's better with her in her life. Warts and all.
Well, if you need any more support, I'm here.
I couldn't have done it without you. And I'm sensing a theme.
Hmm.
But you know, behind every lucky star that's come my way lately, I see, you. I've talked with you about things no one, and I mean no one, else knows. Well, your words have been a great comfort. You know, you live long enough, and you can just get covered in garbage. From the mistakes, the betrayals, misfortune. Makes it easy to lose sight of the things you should be thankful for.
We're both the lucky ones. Lucky to find each other.
I'm the luckiest man I know then. Sincerely. When we met originally, and I heard you wanted to travel together, I didn't know what to think. It seemed you waltzed into Constellation so quickly and easily. I thought maybe you were like Walter's bastard kid or Ward or something. But, you know, you're pretty amazing. Man, I can't believe I just said that.
Well, we're not going the friendship route after all that. As soon as we met, I knew you were the one for me. I love you, Sam.
Well, you, a little lost for words. I figured we had something. Some chemistry. Some very real chemistry. Wow.
Uh-oh, I think we broke him.
That came out of nowhere. This is a big step. A huge step. If we do this, I want you to know I want the whole package. Candlelight dinners, walks on the beach, the whole kit and caboodle. You want that too, right?
Why do they call a 10-gallon hat when it clearly can't hold a single gallon? Fake news. Did they call it a 10-gallon hat? I've never heard that before. Did he say oh, we can say cuddles. I will hold you to that promise, and cuddles too.
Hell yeah. The whole thing ain't worth it without that.
Hell yeah, brother.
You are the single best thing that's ever happened to me. I love you. And later on, maybe I'll show you just how much.
My goodness. Sam Co considers us an ally! That's always what I like to hear after I after forming a relationship with a cowboy is hearing that I'm considered an ally. So it's funny, a random person walked into the frame and sat down in the corner of the conversation screen. But yeah, that was cute. Silly cowboy man. Alright, buddy, let's get off this performance hell of a rock. What else was I gonna say? Oh!
Where I belong.
Huh? Sorry, Sam, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat that? Okay, let's just take off.
When that time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Oh my god, he's so needy. I thought that said Samco dies. Samcodals. Samcodals acquired. Arcade, hello! Welcome! See you lurking there. Yes, but I have a thing that I finally figured out. Let me get us to the lodge. What is this? Oh, that's right, that was the main mission. We were at the next place for that, but then we had an urgent mission to take care of. I'll just navigate there by the map. Here? No. Here. No. I think it's Alpha Centauri, actually. Let's see. Jemison. Lodge. Send it. Even us in suspense with these long loading screens. Come on, come on. Freaky sit. There we go. So I'm just taking his sweet time.
Home sweet home. When you get a moment, can we talk?
Yes, Sam, I heard you.
Those Starborn aren't gonna stop us.
No, I haven't really picked up around here, huh?
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Barrett.
I'll be there, Noel, I promise.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
If you need time away from here, I'll understand. We all have to recover in our own way.
Not that I forgot what happened, but I figured they'd have cleaned up the mess a little bit. Wouldn't feel quite so fresh. Anyway, I just wanted...
Pay to fix the damages, but, well, some things are irreplaceable.
I wanted to talk to Walter, because I finally looked it up, because every time we played this game and he would speak, I'd be like, I could swear I know this voice from somewhere, but I just couldn't place it, and it's because I didn't recognize him without...
Fact, how much you take a place like the Lodge for granted.
I didn't
Till it's threatened.
I didn't recognize him without the teeth. Walter is voiced by Armin Shimmerman, who played Quark in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. This is another Star Trek actor. Right under my nose.
You can pay to fix the damages, but, well, some things are irreplaceable. Sorry. I've been lost in thought for a bit.
Let's see your role in Constellation.
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success
Oh my
in
God.
business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big.
Spared no expense. But of course, the billionaire what's the word? Payrolling? Bankrolling. The billionaire that's bankrolling Constellation is the little capitalist goblin from Star Trek. The lovable, ineffable Quark. I don't know if that's the right use of ineffable, but that's just the word that came to mind. But I love Quark. He's such a good character. Yeah, Armin Shimmerman is a real gem too. Anyway,
I do have other things that require my attention.
just every time he talks now, ineffable.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Yeah, I love that. I love all the little Star Trek actors they brought in for this. Even though it's not really a Star Trek game, obviously. Anyway, I guess we can pick up on the main story where we left off. Oh shit, not the hunter.
You found me. I knew I made the right choice in letting
You weren't here before. Or were you? I'm pretty sure we landed on this planet before. What do you mean?
Oh, please. Did you think I couldn't have found you again? Extinguished that little spark of competition for the artifact
Oh,
before
right.
it grew stronger. I wanted to see what you would do, and I haven't been disappointed.
Keeper Achilles sent me to find the true meaning of unity.
He did. Now it's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
Huh?
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
A ceasefire meeting? Are the Starborn at war?
Not a bad description, actually.
We'll explain when we meet. In person.
And who's this second Starborn that's guaranteeing my safety?
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your
know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
Alright, I'll begin the docking procedure.
Good. See? We can all get along. For now.
Docking, oh my goodness. We haven't even had a... We haven't even gone to dinner yet. Yeah, I don't know if I trust it, but we gotta take the chance at a ceasefire. No dinner, okay. Also, before we completely move on, to explain what my comment earlier, but I didn't recognize him without the teeth. Quark, the Ferengi from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the actor would wear, like, these fake teeth that sort of push his lips out, so he sounded more like he was talking like this all the time. So, hearing him talk normally was just different and uncanny enough. Oops, sorry! I'm just talking to chat. Okay, they don't seem to have minded. Anyway, yeah, that's why I didn't recognize him. Anyway, moving on. Forbidden smoochies. There you go, guns. Hope you enjoyed that. Oh. We can't bring our friends with us.
Hello. Again.
This fucker.
Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
All we ever wanted was to talk. You attacked us.
Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We're all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
That doesn't justify murder.
And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
Not a relatively expendable Dusty anymore, are you?
Huh?
Look at where you've ended up.
Is this some kind of Apple Vision Pro trick? Is it looks about as convincing? Sorry. This is some kind of cruel trick.
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who ran to the Eye. I left you behind to protect the artifacts, and the Hunter killed you.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe.
What?
And the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
Dr. Todd in the Multiverse of Madness? So this Unity is where the artifacts are from? The temples?
They are all connected.
But both of you are trying to keep people from it.
I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
Heaven?
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Keeper Aquilas? No, some other version of the same person.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself. You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
Whatever war is going on between you two, I want no part in it.
You're already in it. With artifacts come Starborn searching for them. Fighting over them. I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunters?
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
I guess we should talk to them.
I'll
So,
tell you everything I can.
interesting looking ship interior here. Can I take the ship? No. Whoa. Very fancy place. It's almost like a Star Trek ship bridge, but like empty. No like stations or consoles or anything. Anyway.
I know we're not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it's good to see you again, old friend. I'm sure you have more questions. Ask.
Who was I in your universe? What was I like?
Different? I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard. But each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again. As yours won't have its real me.
So you tried to protect the artifacts, keep them from being abused?
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
What exactly is the Armillary?
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
And what happens when you enter the Unity?
It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us?
Okay, well, bye.
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that. The emissary and their kind only want to control you.
Okay, but why did you attack us?
I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you.
After you attacked the lodge, you let me go. Why?
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, hacking through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
Doing pretty good, Arcade. Thanks for asking. Was feeling a little sick over the weekend, but feeling better today. You called the emissary a hypocrite. Why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
You had this meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. That it's bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you wanted something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
Yeah, Ozzy's getting himself nice and clean. He's a little bit out of frame since he adjusted. Would you mind going and adjusting that? Oh, Ozzy's aware. He knows something's going on. Oh. Here we go. Thank you. So what is the Unity to you? Why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
Okay, well. As many as this way, but I don't think... Yeah. Time to go!
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way.
You Starborn sure like your "you must see for yourself" nonsense.
I do not always know if you are a person I should be helping.
What?
Forgive me. I have also found that advice is a poor substitute for experience. I ask you again, go to Earth's moon. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure that they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Oh, nice, got another level up. Ooh. Arcade, thank you for that gift sub to Shulvaterg. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Where is everyone? Oh, there's Sam. Sam, you good? You alright, bud? So why is one of our succulents down here? I wonder if it fell through the floor.
Ever since we started being a couple, things have been going well. Like, really well. But at a certain point, Cora, we gotta make sure Cora's alright with this.
That sounds like fun. Good luck! Absolutely not. You haven't told her already?
I keep meaning to, and you know, there's just never the right time. Alright, I keep chickening out about it, you got me. I'm just so damn happy. It's hard to rock the boat.
Well, I think things are going super well too. Your new mom is a penguin.
Right. Sorry, you know you play hell with my attention span sometimes. But it's not just about you and me. It's about my daughter too. I'm not sure how much you've talked with Cora, but I think you should. Hey, if you're happy with what we have right now, you don't have to. But if we get much more serious, I need to know Cora's on board.
Shouldn't you be the one to talk to her?
Oh, I'm gonna talk with her too. But Cora and I are a package deal. She needs to get to know you and at least be okay with us being an item. I really hope that's not a deal breaker.
Well, time to talk to Cora. Fun.
Don't worry about it. She doesn't bite. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, it's romances in video games are always kind of weird, because on one hand it kind of feels like they're like catering to like, I don't want to say incel gamers, but like gamers who can't get a real
Way bigger than Dad's.
girlfriend or whatever. So it's like sort of this like fantasy girlfriend thing. But like, I don't know, it's just something I've kind of thought about ever since in the Outer Worlds it doesn't have traditional like romanceable companions, but at least one of the companions does have a romance storyline, but just not with the player character, with another character in the game. And it was so well done. I don't know. I don't really know how to sum up my thoughts on all that. And it's not that I think this kind of romance is bad, it just feels a little weird. Anyway.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Now we got a lot of dialogue options here. Let's try to catch up on these. So how am I doing as captain so far?
You want my honest opinion?
Oh god.
I think you're doing great.
Oh.
But there's always room for improvement.
Oh.
I mean, your ship doesn't have a library. Where's a girl supposed to store her books? What about me? How am I doing as a co-pilot?
I mean, if you want a library, we got a big empty room upstairs. You can carry all your books up the ladder and put them in there. Oh, so you're my co-pilot, are you?
Yep, that's right. And if you ask me, I'm doing a pretty good job. I keep the ship in tip-top shape and the crew in order, because everybody listens to me. But if you think I need a few more lessons, I'm sure there are tons of books on how to be a good co-pilot. Maybe you could bring me one?
My god, this girl is a book fiend. You're doing great.
Thanks! Someday, I'll be a captain like you, and then you can be my co-pilot. How about them apples?
Yeah, she is precious. Oh, we actually weren't done talking. Yeah, where is the biblioteca?
Mom says later this year we can spend a whole week together.
Aw.
A week!
That's so cute. Who's your favorite member of Constellation?
Is this a trick question? I'm not going to get in trouble, am I? No matter who I pick?
No promises. It's not your dad?
No way! Choosing my own dad would be boring. Dad's my second favorite. But maybe if my book allowance was bigger, that would change.
Alright, it's a small ship. Gotta be careful raising your voice like that. What happens if I tell?
You won't. If you tell, I'll tell everybody in Constellation that you said your favorite person was me. Then you'll be in trouble.
Darn, she got us, chat. It's me, isn't it?
No.
Wow!
My third favorite.
Kids are scathing. Alright, I won't tell anyone.
Phew! I'm glad you said so. My favorite person in Constellation is Sarah.
Oh no.
She's so cool. I want to grow up to be just like her. I've even been practicing being a leader by bossing my dad around. I don't think he likes it much. Your turn. No fair asking a question if you aren't going to answer it too.
Cora, please don't grow up to be a cop. I gotta say, your dad's my favorite.
Really? Well, I bet he'd be happy if you told him that. I think you're one of his favorite people too.
Aw.
Hey, how are you?
What do you think about this whole Unity thing?
Well, we're talking about what could be an infinite number of parallel universes, right? If that's really true, how different do you think they are? Like, are they really similar to this one? Or really weird? Is there one where we're all lizard people? Or one where time runs backwards?
Yo?
What do you think?
Dinosaur universe? I'd love to see dinosaurs flying spaceships.
Giant-sized spaceships or tiny dinosaurs? Wait, why not both? Well, I kind of do hope it's all true. It really would mean that anything is possible.
Tiny dinos. So, you must have a favorite book, right?
Oh, that's my favorite question. I've thought a lot about this. It's a very important choice, after all. My favorite book is Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It's about some explorers who go down a volcano and find a secret underground world below Earth's surface. It's a great story, even with the scientific inaccuracies. Back when it was written, people didn't know the center of the Earth is a huge ball of molten metal.
Brett, don't just walk away from me. I'm not done talking to you.
I'm working hard, Captain!
Apparently I have a book for you if you're interested.
Wow!
We can give her the Book of Puns. We're not gonna give her the Pilgrim's Writing, though. We could give her the original Aquila City Charter. Get back here, you little shit. Start talking like her mom. Yeah, let's give her the Book of Puns. Little girls love books of puns. I learned that from The Last of Us.
Wow, thank you!
I'll look for more books for you. We're not gonna give you the Aquila City Charter. I feel like that's not gonna be the best, Anyway. I need to discuss something important with you about Sam and I.
Good. I've been wanting to ask you something too. Me first. Why did you help us out with Mom? It was super dangerous.
Because I care for you and your father a great deal.
I know. I mean, anyone around the two of you knows that. What are your intentions with my father?
Oh my god. Sorry. It's really good. It's just the stoned faced, like, the father routine she's given us. It's so good. Don't tell Sam yet, but I want to marry him.
I figured it was something like that. Just so you know, I like you too. Dad's never been happier. Well, we've never been happier. So if you guys need to sneak off to smooch some more sometime,
Smooch?
you have my blessing. That's how it works, right?
That's so cute. Oh my god. This is so awkward. No. Your blessing means the world to me.
You're very welcome.
Well, that wasn't awkward. That was sweet. She was so professional and fatherly about it. Sam, we did it! Daughterly approval, get!
How'd the talk with Cora go?
She says we're good for each other. You're not the only co I care about.
I sometimes wonder how she could be my kid. She's smarter than I ever was. I keep thinking back to what you were saying, that we're lucky. I don't know, luck is too small a word. With so many people out there, the odds of finding you feels like destiny. I mean, look, I'm trying to play it cool. Well, you gotta know. I'm crazy about you. And, well, how do you see this playing out?
My god, we went from, like, dating to a a lifelong commitment in, like, 15 minutes. It was a little more than 15 minutes. 30 minutes. I guess we don't have to do a lifelong commitment. I don't know, I feel like it would break this poor cowboy's heart if we didn't commit to him, though. Yeah, I don't see why not. I see sharing our whole life together. Forever.
How do you do that? Right when I think I've got it all figured out, you just rock my world again. In the very best way. I mean, I hoped, maybe even prayed. You mean it, right?
You're the man for me, Sam.
I'm gonna be with you. And never let go. Well, apparently we're having a ceremony. Anytime you're ready, head over to Aquila City. Figure it's about time to make some genuine good memories at the Co Estate. I can't wait.
Ceremony? Oh no, we have to go. Well, we also, have another important thing coming up. We still got 5 days, so I guess we'll do that next. Because I don't want to... Oh my god, we have 4 skill points. Let's see... I want to focus on the science tree, I think. We need to put one more point up here. What is this one? Don't really need that. Let's grab medicine. Then we can grab... Wait, didn't we do this before? We got the weapon engineering thing before, I thought. We must have crashed after doing that, and then we loaded an old save or something. Hey, let's also grab the spacesuit design. And... Didn't do that one yet. Don says good news. Oh yeah, we can level up our sneak attacks again. Upgrade our stealth. 50% more difficult to detect when sneaking. Maybe we can actually start doing some stealth now. That'd be cool.